my channel. Today we're going to be listening to Immunity, that is Clairo's debut studio album under her stage name Clairo. This has been a long time coming for me. Since I've listened to Are You Bored Yet from Wallows, I had Clairo on my mind of getting into her music, and it has been almost 5 years since I got into Wallows. I believe so, it was in 2020. No excuse here because this album is from 2019. I think what got me going is that she released last year her third studio album, Charm, and I'm kind of interested to get into the album, but I need to know her in some way. Yes, I do know a song from this album that is Sofia, but it's so hard not to, right? Because it's one of the most popular ones, and because Wallows has made a mashup with that song. I'm gonna link on the description if you want to check it out. So as always, let's get a little background about Clairo and her album Immunity, shall we? Claire Elizabeth Cottrell, born August 18th, 1998, better known by her stage name Clairo, is an American singer-songwriter from Atlanta, Georgia. She began posting music on the internet at the age 13. Clairo's first EP, titled Do You Wanna Fall in Love, was released in December of 2014. She originally rose to prominence with her song Pretty Girl, which was released in 2017 and soon went viral. Her first full-length, Immunity, was released in 2019. Immunity contains lots of intimate tracks about her coming of age and realizing her feelings for women. The album's title was influenced by being diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, an autoimmune disease that's physically demanding, particularly on an internationally touring musician. About the album, Clairo has said this: I wanted to write about things that I had never talked about, never told a lot of my friends. A lot of artists don't necessarily feel like they need to be a role model. They don't feel they need to listen to who is listening to them. Sometimes I wish I did that, because it's hard to let so many voices in. But I also feel really good about taking on that responsibility and offering support for people, treating them like a younger sibling. If I could be anything to these kids, it's an older sibling. The title Immunity is about the capacity I found to turn negative experiences and feelings into something positive. I'm honoring the sad songs that need to be felt and the happy songs that need to be felt. The album has 11 songs, and the ones by name that caught my attention are Impossible, Closer to You, Softly, Feel Something, and I Wouldn't Ask You. I feel like we have a lot to unpack here, so let's get started with our first song that is called Alewife. Piano songs, they bring something out of me, okay? And this has a sad tone, so I'm already like, Jesus.
And I thought you said it's only 30 minutes from Alewife.
Alewife, oh, okay.
I lay in my room.
So it's a place.
I've got this life. I met you by surprise. You were hanging out all the time. But you know you saved me from doing something to myself that night.
Oh, okay. Confessions. We're getting confessions here.
You called me 7 times, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the line. Swear I could have done it if you weren't there when I hit the fork.
Oh my god.
It's been so long, and you've been my sister all along.
Oh my god, it's your best friend and sister. Oh, I love those.
You know me alright, 8th grade was never that
I mean, that is an awful time to be a human being. I mean, just facts. I like that she introduced the drums. I feel like we're getting new at the instruments by how the song is progressing. Look! On Alewife, Clairo expresses her gratitude to her friend Alexa, who helped stop her from ending her life when she was in the 8th grade. Initially dubbed 8th grade, the song is named after a train station in Massachusetts, near the town where Clairo spent most of her childhood. So when she mentions in Massachusetts, only 30 minutes from Alewife, she wants to get out of that place, you know. That's why she named the song like that. What else has Clairo said about the song? That song is extremely special to me just because it's about an experience that I never really shared with a lot of people. In 8th grade, I was having a really hard time dealing with my depression that's been on and off my whole life. There was a time where I really felt like I didn't want to be here anymore. Instead of making this song about how sad that is and how bad I felt in the moment, I wanted to make it about my friend Alexa, who called the police when she suspected that I was feeling this way. Even if it was just the thought, she still cared enough to intervene and be a true friend, which is something I didn't feel like I ever had and had never experienced until Alexa. So the song is really more of a love song to her and kind of a thank you and a reminder to everyone else that there are people like Alexa that want to help uplift you and get you out of really terrible headspaces. I'm in the best stage of my life right now, and I would have never known how great it was, but Alexa is a big part of my life and a big part of my story. Then we started the album with this one, sharing about someone who literally has saved your life in a moment that is so early of your life, but that can feel so crushing depending on the situation. Having a friend from such an early age is one of the best gifts that life can give to you, because even if you guys don't quite match, it's almost like you guys are going to be friends, sisters, brothers forever. You know, you've been there since the start. You know that person in ways that like a lot of people will never know them. So that's really special to have. We're going to our next song that's called Impossible. Que impossible. I don't know why I said that. Oh wow. Ooh, I like that. Okay, what is impossible, girl? Let's find out.
How are you feeling? How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Sorry,
Not you guys.
wanted to hear your voice so clear. What are you thinking? Am I musing? Feels so strange to talk after all these years.
Oh, tell me about it.
And you're not that dumb anymore.
You've grown up.
Picked up the books you threw to the floor. Put them back on the shelf. Don't you see how much I want your help? And I know we're not the same as we were. Used to be fine hard, but now it just hurts me so bad.
Ooh, she did hold.
Know that I can't hold back all of these worries that I have.
Yeah, I mean, once it comes out, it comes out. Do you mean like it's impossible for you getting back together?
And I know that it's time to forget how I'm feeling. Don't want to give in.
You shouldn't.
I know
Now that I know a little bit,
that
you shouldn't.
it's right to listen to my breathing and start
Your gut feelings, your friend, girl. Reconnecting with an old lover per se is wild, and in this song it's giving me the feeling that it's not even a breakup that went extremely bad, like a toxic relationship or something. It's just that like sometimes things just don't work out, you know. And I know we're not the same as we were. Used to be falling hard, but now it just hurts me so bad. And I know that I can hold back all of these worries that I have had about you. So it can be one of the two things for me. Your first childhood love, and then you used to worry about them so much because you somehow were in love with them and they kept you worried, and it's like now we're adults and I can't deny what my gut feeling is telling me. Or, you know, it's not anything related to childhood. It's a relationship that happened, and then you encounter your ex-lover, and it's just like every feeling that you ever had for that person wants to come back, but you need to tell yourself don't, because you know it's not the best for both of you, but especially for yourself. Let's get to our next song. It's called Closer to You. Just like me, they want to be close to you. I know that here's closer, But you know, it's right there. She really be coming with those beats.
I feel it in my bones, even when I'm alone.
A little bit of auto-tune.
Mama said I told you so, going down different routes.
We hate when everyone tells you, I told you so.
Call me late at night, I pick up every time. Wish that I could rewind, get some peace of mind.
But yeah, your mom telling you, you told so.
Shut up, wish I could say it was enough to make me walk away. The things
Yes.
you do only make me want to get closer to
Even
you.
if they're bad things.
And the things that you say only make me want to stay.
Even if they're bringing you down, you have to rebuild yourself back up every time.
Push me away, I'm not going away. And know my head feels fucked up, and no won't change.
This with the film, right? Being with me. In my last 2 years of high school, like during that time, she was going through, man. What has Clairo said about the song? I think a lot of the song is about me feeling like I'm not enough, or me feeling like I know this is wrong, but maybe I can be the one person that changes that. You read stories or see movies where the guy has had failed relationships his whole life, and then he meets this one woman who just changes his whole life and changes his perspective on everything. And then now, he's this amazing person. And it just doesn't happen that way. Maybe it does in other situations, but I feel like it's unhealthy to constantly feel like you have to win someone over to be in a relationship. At the end of the day, if someone wants to be in a relationship with you, they'll be in a relationship with you. It won't be that hard. But if someone's making it hard, it's not the right person. And as black and white as that sound, it's so difficult to know. And I've been there many times where I feel like I'm fighting for something that doesn't exist. And I know that a lot of other people have been there as well. But I think it's important to acknowledge that you know internally that it's wrong. Going into it, you know deep down. If you ask yourself just a little bit harder, you know that all these things that are not happening, they're not texting you back, they're not hanging out with you, they're not showing you that they care, I mean, you know it's not right. She said it all. I mean, why we keep coming back for someone who's not treating us right? We only understand when we look back, because we understand what was happening to us, and we understand what that person was offering us, that we felt it was so valued. But then in the end, you realize that it was all just a blur in a way. Okay, we're going to the next song that's called North. I didn't think a lot of those songs were gonna have this beat.
Touching me hands, my best. And I know I could turn a blind eye, afraid of what I'm gonna find. Since you left my apartment, think my pills still have your scent. I just want to let you know I'm seeing the sides that you don't
Getting
show.
serious.
And I know that we got some potential. Just that look you're giving was so gentle.
I know that look.
I never let anybody in. Somehow you got under my skin.
It's really hard to do that, man.
Never seen a face like yours. I got it together, but my breath feels short. I don't wanna close the door.
Not to you, babe. Not to you.
Maybe I should just go north.
Oh, okay. I like this one. Never found a song called North are going to be one that will call me. What did Clairo say about North? That song specifically is about tour romances. Aha! It makes a lot of sense, yeah. Like when you meet someone on the road and you become infatuated with the situation and you want to let them in, but you know that you don't have enough time for it to really make sense. And on tour, you learn to just have this guard up. If I meet anyone and if I have a connection with someone, I have to know that it's not going to last because we're constantly moving and we're seeing the world. It's just not going to work out because things just don't work out that way, right? But then you meet someone and they get past that barrier and it becomes confusing because it's something you want so badly, but you know it can happen. And another lyric in that is fingertips on my back, things I know that I can have, and you have it right now, but knowing that they will go away is hard to grasp. Because if you do actually fall in love with someone on tour, it's like, shit, what do we do now? It's just a sweet song. I feel like it's happy sad. Happy sad is the best definition that I could give to it. I was kind of connecting the dots, but I wasn't quite sure. This has said it out to me. Longing for something that like it's right in front of you, but eventually you can quite have. As much as you want to believe that you can keep on touch, social media and stuff, that moment that you guys have together in person, it's so important, and it's very hard to keep a relationship that's like that. So yeah. Okay, we're going to the next song that is called The X. I like the beat with the guitar.
Every second counts. I don't wanna talk to you anymore. All these little games, you can call me by the name I gave you.
Call me by your name, and I'll call you by mine.
Can you see me? I'm waiting for the right time. I can't reach you, but if you want the pleasure's
Oh my
over.
god, girl.
Can you see me using everything to hold back? I guess this could be worse, walking out the door with your bags. Walking out the door with your bags.
It could be worse, right?
Walking out the door with your bags.
I mean, you're big, so like, you're leaving my place, babes. Good little gentle sounds.
I don't wanna be forward, I don't wanna cut a corner. Save us with everything I have inside me.
That's the best feeling,
I'm
man.
not the type to run. I know that we're having fun, but what's the rush? Kissing you on my cheeks is so
Look, you're a
flush.
shy little girl.
Pardon my
Pardon my
I
emotions.
should probably keep it all to myself. No,
Oh.
make fun of me.
You shouldn't though. Oh man, the classic. Are they into you or not? Is communication, should I say it or not? Should I speak my mind or not? Will you laugh at me or will you take me seriously? I've been through enough of times of the person not speaking up what they're feeling, making scenarios in my mind that like didn't lead to anything because in the end they weren't thinking nothing that I was thinking. It was just so mismatched. What inspired this song? I think this song is definitely about one of my first experiences with a girl, but I think as a whole it's just about being comfortable or becoming comfortable in between spaces. There's relationships, or if you relate it to something bigger in your life. It's definitely about me learning to be comfortable in a place of the unknown and kind of just letting something be and being okay with not knowing the outcome of something. I definitely think this ties so well with like that crush that probably can be evolving into something, but you guys didn't have a conversation or anything yet. And so you're thinking everything while they are probably just chilling. Okay, let's get to our next song that is called Softly. Wait, come on, drop it.
Is it alright to feel this way so early? Am I blind? All the sweet nothings falling in love overnight. Didn't mean to get so
Oh, I love those quick ways of saying things. Tell her, girl. You can call me anytime, always, babe. To do your own way, girl. You're showing that you're there for them. Respect, girl. Respect. I'm all for you telling how you feel. And if then doesn't go well, at least you were loyal to yourself. What have I already said about the song? I'm also talking about girls in that song. When you see a girl that's just so beautiful and you're falling in love overnight and you just have all of these pure higher emotions. When you first start to like someone, it's exciting and it's fun. And to me, when I hear that song, I picture something frolicking down the middle of the New York City street being so in love. Kind of like that scene in 500 Days of Summer, where he's just dancing, there's a flash mob and he's just so happy about this girl. That's kind of the feeling that I have. But it's more me looking at this girl across the room and she doesn't know anything. She doesn't know how I feel, but I'm stoked on her. And now let's get to one that we know soft and dearly, that is Sofia. Hey, 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 hey.
I think we could do it if we tried. If only to say you're mine. Sophia, know that you and I shouldn't feel like a crime.
Definitely not.
You know I'll do anything you ask me to. But oh my God, I think I'm in love with you. Wishing that you might pull you in, it's alright.
The pull you in, yes, and I think when it's alright. The production on this one when it's so hard, man. Let's go, this verse.
Honey, I don't want it to fade. There's things that I know could get in the way. I don't want to say goodbye. I think that we could do it if we tried. I think we could. Sophia, I know that you and I don't want it if we tried.
Sofia is about my first ever crushes on women I saw in the media. People like Sofia Coppola, Sofia Vergara, etc. This was my way of making a celebratory song about this discovery while maintaining the cheesy corny lyrics you normally find in songs where you profess your love. I think it was super important that Sofia was empowering because a common theme on this record was to take personal experience that may or may not have a negative connotation and find the silver lining and find ways to uplift the listener. When talking about serious things like sexuality, or insecurities, or mental health, it's important that you have a light at the end of the song tunnel. It's really important because there are so many sad songs that have no hope inside, and I just wanted to give the world songs that went there emotionally but came back more glass half full than empty. You can listen to this album and not understand that there's an end to all things bad. Life is a constant up and down of happy and sad moments, and the peaks and valleys can happen in song as well. Especially being a song about my sexuality, it was important to me that Sofia was celebratory because it should be celebrated. At the end of the day, it's something that I'm really proud of, and I'm really happy that I can look at the world that way. That I can find beauty in women, that I can express that I'm able to express that, and I'm privileged enough to talk about it in an interview. It's important that I recognize how lucky I am to be able to be so open about something like that. I'm not the first person that should have a platform when it comes to talking about sexuality, but I'm here to recognize all of the people that go through really terrible things every day just to be able to express that about themselves way more than I do. I mean, it's amazing lyricism. For me at least, I do sing this as a win-win song. And like she said, we have heard so much of the way that women feel about men or men about women. So just have someone come up and say, this is how I feel about a woman and I'm a woman as well. So important. Let's get to our next song that's called White Flag. We are transcending right now. What is this? Oh.
Piece it all back together again.
It felt like memories now that start just flashed through my mind, that thought.
Didn't get along. Been 4 years since we had it all, and you were my friend. Those days got away. Hope you find solace in this. Grown apart, and we're so far gone.
So far gone.
But I'm waving the white flag, sending my love back. Move on.
Yep, best thing you can do for someone that has hurt you. And not for them, for yourself. Am I the depth of her mind right now?
You kick me when I'm down.
One of the worst types of people to be around.
Oh, how can you pretend you didn't say that?
Right? Right? And then I'm the crazy one.
Wish you the best. I know that you're stressed out, but you know in small towns what goes around comes back around.
It's not only exclusive to small towns, but I get it. It's such a small community, right? Small, tight community, I would say more. Again with the kids. I wouldn't put this as a lover, I would put this as a friend that turned out to be a fake friend. But if it's in a loving sense, being in a relationship, situation, whatever, with a person like that, it's like so sucking. White flag is a symbol of surrender or desire to reconcile. In this situation, Claire is saying that she doesn't want to continue fighting with her former lover, rather she wants them to recognize that she still cares for them and to move forward with the relationship, albeit in a different direction. Let's get to the next song, that's called Feel Something. This is kind of reminding me of a song that we already listening here, but I can't quite say which one it is.
Traveled so far on my own.
That's when the healing happens.
Don't know where I've gone.
You mean physically you travel a lot? Or mentally, feeling wise?
When I am so far from my
Physically less.
home.
Physically.
You wanna feel something, but I don't feel nothing. Trying so hard to get over.
Processing a freaking breakup on tour must be wild.
We could be something special if you wanted. I'm afraid that if we tried to, you would just give up.
Then it's not the person for you.
Trying so hard to.
I mean, she's not wrong, because when you're in the mindset you are like that, but it's just so teenage core, you know? I feel that like when you go through a breakup, if you could, the one thing that you want to do is get out of the same place, that like you can cross paths with the person, and she was doing that because she was touring, but still, it's like, it affected her, of course, because sentimentally it's a whole different issue.
Get over you.
I mean, it's a sweet touch that she's put into the song, but I would definitely say that this is my least favorite of the album so far. What did Clairo say about Feel Something? It's a song about the moment right after a relationship or the moment when you know it's going to end and then it ends. Saying that you want to feel something but I don't feel nothing, trying so hard to get over you, wanna go back to the place where we start. All of that is about relationships that just have to end and you know that you can move on. I think it's something that everyone deals with, but at the time I was going through a breakup and it just made sense to me, especially when you're the one that's ending it. I think at that time mentally I just wasn't where I wanted to be and all I wanted was to be what the other person needed. And I wanted to feel all of the same emotions that they were feeling towards me, but I couldn't feel anything because I wasn't happy with myself. It was before I wrote the record. It was a time where there was a low in my creativity and my sense of self. I think I really felt lost at the time. There wasn't any room for me to give love to anyone else because I didn't really feel like I had enough to give myself. So knowing that it has to end and knowing that you're the one that ended it and just wishing that you could have been what I deserved, I guess. But then it's also about both sides of it. If you don't work on yourself first, it is impossible for you to love someone right. It doesn't mean that you don't love them with all of your heart, because I'm sure you do. But it just means that you probably won't be the best partner for them at that time. Okay, you get 2 songs left. The next one is called Sinking. Alright, this is kind of my vibe right now. Let's see.
Every night,
Oh, lovely vocals.
think of the things I can't do, I haven't done. And does it make me weak? Sometimes I feel like I can't breathe.
Anxiety.
All you see in me. Don't you wait for something more. I'll still be sinking to the bottom.
Right.
Oh, you can't help me. Now I'm all alone. Sit am I doing? Sit am I doing?
It's mental health, man. It's not exactly your doing.
But does it feel like I'm older than I asked to be?
Every time, guys. Every time.
But when you say my name, it all falls away so tenderly.
It's a shame that I can't respond. This might be the saddest I don't know song. Like admitting that you'll be sinking to the floor. Lovely. This is lovely. Sad as fuck, but lovely. Sinking was written during a period when Clairo had particularly bad flare, so bad she struggled to even make it to the studio. She commented the song lyrics to Pitchfork. If you really pay attention to what's going on, you can tell that it's about someone dealing with pain. That's how arthritis works. You don't understand it until you look closely enough. It's not even about mental health, baby. It's about being physically in pain that you can barely bear yourself and like someone's trying to help, like you can give that attention to them at that time and then you kind of push them away and you realize that you're alone, but like you wish you were in their company. Ooh, hard stuff. Anyways, we got to a last song of the album and it's called I Wouldn't Ask You. The piano means that we're in for an emotional ride for me.
I wouldn't ask you to take care.
Oh my god, the choir!
And I wouldn't ask you to take care.
It's connecting to the last song, Sinking, really.
I wouldn't ask you to take care of me. Oh, and I wouldn't ask you to take care of me. Wonder why I wake up living.
She asked herself in the first song about being in this life too.
Together there. Baby, wake the fuck up. Time for you to grow up. Don't know that life is really ever fair.
Oh well. Said that Sinking was the saddest song. Scratch that. This one is.
High school, baby, I'm high school. You're the only
because you don't feel like you want to bear the responsibility on them, but like, gosh, it's like, come closer, but not too closer. If you do, you'll see things from me that it make me feel pain, make me feel ashamed, and I don't want to ask you to take care of me. Little tiny Impala in the house. It's contrary, you know, you want it but you don't, conflicting feelings. It's lovely, it's beautiful. I just have something with songs that they are so personal, I feel so personal that I kind of feel like I won't get back to them because I feel like it's too powerful emotions. The song is about my arthritis and how it affects my relationships. The kids singing resemble how helpless I felt when dealing with chronic pain, being in a relationship, feeling less like a companion, more like I was asking my partner to be a caretaker. Surprise, surprise, this is a coming of age album. If I didn't know then, I know it now. She was 21 when the album released. It definitely, I feel like it has a lot about her teenage years because she's reminiscing a lot. But don't we all, when we get to our 20s, we literally just go back and we see things with new perspective and be like, oh wow, things played out like that because they played out like that. How brave it is of Clairo, of the songs that she chose to put out with this album. They speak so much of her processing that coming of age, of living it. That's how life goes. You need to forgive people who hurt you so you can be free of any shackles that stay of them with you. But also, I remember being a teenager and being an emotional wreck, just like she describes here. I love that an album can compress all of those emotions. I'm kinda interested right now to see how Charm plays out because since it was released last year, she's 26. It's closer to my age than I am right now. A lot of this, I felt too much of the adolescence, pains and all that. Tell me in the comments what's your favorite song of this album or what's your favorite Clairo song ever. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye!